This is a pretty good cake. There's other stuff going on in Hyper RPG, but there's cake. This cake is happening right now. What's up, everybody? How are you doing? Whether you're endowed with cake or not, welcome to Hyper RPG. Yeah, just take it all in. Guys, we have a pretty exciting night. I'm not gonna lie. That's why there's cake. We're celebrating. So, for like the last 3 months, I have been working on the Acquisitions Inc. metagame and interaction in conjunction with Jerry from Penny Arcade, with Jordan Wiseman, our founder, and co-partner to Zach, the co-pilot. I've been working with also a man you may know as Pillow Zach, who is a fantastic individual as well, and as well as probably a few other people on top of that. And I haven't said a word, guys. I haven't said a word. I was a good boy. I didn't say anything. I didn't say nada. So I'm gonna celebrate with some cake. I didn't spill the beans, even though I was working on this incredibly cool project with insanely talented people. And we get to talk about it today, finally. We get to talk about what the heck Acquisitions Inc. metagame even means. I'm gonna get to eat cake. Yeah, give all your love to Pillow Zach. Pillow Zach also is like the best. Best human. I'm sorry, best pillow. Best pillow. Oh, I agree. Oh my god, Ozai, 100% right. Battletech is not balanced. You can tell it's not balanced because the Marauders always win. We're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that, don't worry. What is AC Inc.? AC Inc. stands for Acquisitions Inc. It is a Dungeons & Dragons campaign played by the folks at Penny Arcade, and we have a new Acquisitions Inc. show on Hyper RPG called the C Team. It's the interns, it's the newbies, all hosted and GM'd by none other than Jerry, aka Tycho from Penny Arcade. What's up, Exotic Gamer? What's up? Welcome to Hyper RPG. Guys, all right, we'll get into that. We'll get all into that. So we're going to have like a Q&A. We're going to talk about the metagame. We're going to talk about how you guys are all going soft on the Marauders. All that good stuff. And first, though, we got to talk about the updates. We got to see what's going on. This, of course, you know, we're going to have another bite of cake. Johnny B. Good says they're the freaking protagonists. Well, this is about... I thought this was supposed to be like some George R. R. Martin shit, man. We're not even there yet. We're not even there. All right. This cake is really good. I'm really enjoying this cake. Go get yourself some cake. Let's talk about what's going on in Shadowrun. And then let's talk about Penny Arcade and the Acquisitions Inc. metagame. It's going to be awesome. All right, let's get into it. So, guys... of course, as always, if you have questions about playing around in the Shadowrun world, how this all works, what this means, what is the corporate war, what are all these numbers and percentages that I'm talking about, please ask. Just ask in chat. There's a ton of helpful people here, and hopefully I will see your question and be able to answer it myself. If not, also... we have a Discord. If you didn't know, if you're a subscriber, even if you're not a subscriber, you actually have access to a bunch of our Discord. And if you are, you can do things like hop in the corporate court to talk about all the different stuff happening in Shadowrun. All right, so let's start it off with none other than As Technology. Oh my god, also, don't forget, corporate sponsorship is live. Let's see who's winning right now. Oh, I hope it's the Sinless. Let it be the Sinless. It's the Sinless! All right, so the Sinless are in control of corporate sponsorship, which determines what happens with the dice today. Anyways, here's the update. Oh, hey, whoa! Turnip Taker? I believe that's pronounced Turnip Taker. Thank you for the follow. Awesome. All right. So, First up, As Technology, their medicine subsidiary, saw a 23% increase. A very solid increase. They had a breakthrough on that one. And as well, Horizon saw 11% increase in their cyberware. Their BioWare saw a modest 10% increase as well. Now, also, Sater Krupp had an 8% increase in their aerospace subsidiary and an 8% increase in their robotics subsidiary. Very good, very good. And I gotta say, there were a lot of breakthroughs this week. A lot of 12s, if that means anything to you. Let's just say a lot of max scores. And we saw, unfortunately, Shiawase's biotech fell behind with a 0% increase this week. Yep. And Wuxing here with a ton of public actions. They saw a 12% increase in shipping, followed by a 9% increase in shipping, followed by a 7% increase in aerospace, an 8% increase in aerospace, an 8% increase in consumer goods, a 14% increase in consumer goods, holy crap, and a 5% increase in finance, and a 2% increase in finance. Whoa! Wuxing! Holy crap, what a week. You guys are killing it. Also, I have good news. Ares has hired Elsie for their next run. I guess I'm not really supposed to say that. Whoops. My bad. You heard nothing. You heard nothing. That's a secret. No one knows about that. Everything's cool. Everything's cool. Also, Mainframe was hired by someone. Could have been anyone. Could have even been Ares. Who knows? Who knows? All right, guys. Cake break real quick. Okay. Cupcake therapy. I'm very glad you're with us today. It feels very appropriate for you to be here right now. All right. And finally, you may have heard that Neonet opened a third biotech subsidiary. Maybe this one they'll keep, for a while or forever. Who knows? We'll see. They saw a 5% market share in the opening of that subsidiary. Congratulations to Neonet and the rest of the corporations who saw big wins in their research this week, and whoever hired those runners could have been anyone. Anyway, so that is it. That is it for the update. So let's see who went. The Sinless win! Yes! Woo! All right. Sinless win. This is pretty much my favorite because they've given me a really awesome chart to roll on. So we're going to do that. We are going to pull that up. Thank you guys. To everyone who participated, everyone who was watching Corporate Sins earlier. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Another great one. Oh, can we talk about Claudia's arms? Those are banging. I want one of those. Those are so fierce. They're on point. Absolutely amazing. So big ups to her. I bet she made them herself. I don't know. I'm going to text her. I'm going to have to text her after this. Be like, yo, how did you make those sweet metal arms? Teach me everything. Ooh, hey, GDR8123. Thank you for the follow. Guys, I'm going to turn on sounds. I miss sounds. All right, let's do this live. All right, let's do it live. Me. Okay. I had an idea. I want to know what you guys think. So Zach is basically gone. He's busy working and stuff. So I was thinking, what if every tip today, I just showed off my jorts? It's just an idea. I don't know. Let me know what you think of that idea. I think it could be pretty fun. Yeah, I think it could be good. But you guys tell me, as always, the jorts are for you. Nah, they're for me. They're for me first and foremost, honestly. It's a lifestyle choice. Okay. All right. Turning on sounds. If you want tips, don't do that. Oh, that's great. I love that. Hey, I didn't say... It was not about the tips. It's mostly about the fact that I can just show off my jorts in like get away with it, I think is kind of the whole idea. All right. Cool. All right, we got I think everything we want up here. Doing it all live on air. No big deal. All right, that looks good. That looks great. All right. I'm also going to turn on the follower sound because, we're getting a lot of followers today. Thank you for everyone who's following HyperRPG. Thanks for hanging out with us. We're about to have an impromptu Q&A about how you can play along with Acquisitions Inc., the C Team, our latest show on HyperRPG that we partner with Penny Arcade to bring to you guys. Whoa, you ain't getting a tease, Master Malicious. The jorts ain't free. Anyways. So from what I can tell from chat is that everyone is 100% on board with this idea. This cake is still delicious. Yeah, I'm seeing the words on board Rai. So I'm going to assume that G off C speaks for the entire room. Hoo. Evil laugh. All right. Cool. So we're set up now. We got sounds. Everything's good. Should probably retitle this stream. Let's just say F it. Honest, it's not Dungeons and Dragons, that's for sure. We'll say Q&A, right? Because that's what it is. C Team. Metagame. With Rai. There we go. Let's put this under talk shows. Oh, snap! This is for you, Krellin, right here.
Show me the jorts.
Boom! You got it. I don't know. This isn't violating TOS, is it? Thank you, Krellin. Thank you for indulging me in this crazy idea. How many viewers did we just lose as I showed off my, porcelain thighs? Just a few. Okay, cool. Excellent. All right. Should I put jorts in the title of the stream? I feel like that. Oh, it's a Q&S the way I wrote it. Yeah, that's good. No problem, guys. No problem. All right. Now we're ready. Now we're truly ready. Before we thought we were ready, now we are. Let's have some more cake. Everyone, raise your cake. Ozai has a really good question here. So thank you, Ozai, for this serious question. Are you worried about the audience Penny Arcade can bring? Thanks, Rai. I'm now blind. Ozai, no, I am not worried. I don't know if you've spent a lot of time on Penny Arcade's forums. They actually have a really positive community. I think always when you're bringing on a new show that has an existing audience, making sure that the audiences play nice and fit together is super important. But that's a lot of what we do every day. So community management is a big part of what everyone at HyperRPG does. That's half of what I do today is just talk to people on Discord, essentially. Answer questions, answer concerns, coordinate, and work with them. Yeah, so go check out the Penny Arcade forums and you'll see it's actually a really cool community, and I'm really excited to have them be part of HyperRPG. Honestly, it's going to be pretty awesome. And we're still going to be us. We're still going to be HyperRPG. We just get to grow the family, which, as you guys know, that's what we want. Things are awesome as they are, but they're going to keep getting better and better the more people we bring in. Oh, snap! Jort time. Wait. Oh!
Jorts is fine, but maybe
this is so dangerous. This is the greatest Q&A of all time. KB Tibbs, thank you. I will not say the words porcelain thighs. I won't say it. I won't do it. We've already dropped 15 viewers since I first showed my porcelain thighs. All right. Ooh, before we hop into this Q&A, we should probably roll the dice. Guys, let's find out what's happening. Also, how long before Zach runs in here and stops all this? Okay. That was almost Twitch fail of the week. That's so true. It was pretty close. All right, guys. I'm going to use a D10 because that's what the list dictates, and I do what the list says. Okay. This week, here we go. Congratulations. Oh, God. Why was that clipped? No. No. All right, so we're going to roll to find out what happens with the corporations this week. Okay. We got a 7. That makes it easy. Oh, we're actually rolling a D12. Actually, that's perfect. Whoa. Okay, so for the next week, runners will cost 3 less AP to hire, and all defense scores will be lowered by 3. What? That's pretty nasty. Okay, well, the Sinless have put the guns in your hands, corporations. It's up to you what you do with them. Yikes. Yikes. Ooh. Guys, there's only one piece of cake left. Ah. You know what that means? You know what that means? It's time for the Q&A Honesty Hour to start, I guess. It was kind of an impromptu thing. Here's what I think we should do. Here's how we should structure it. 1, I think I want to walk you guys through what this whole new Acquisitions Incorporated C-Team metagame is all about, how it works. It's very different than what you've experienced with Shadowrun. I think you guys are going to really dig it. I'm going to try to explain it the best I can. And I'm going to take your questions as I go, and then answer more questions after that. And whatever. You know, F it. F it. That's right. I said F. We can also do some like normal Honesty Hour questions. So if you have any other questions, we'll get those in at the very, very end. Anyways, this is so exciting, guys. I've been working on this for a long time, and I'm going to tell anyone. And now I get to tell all you guys. This has been like super fun, super crazy, super awesome. I can't tell you guys how cool it has been to work with Jerry and Jordan and Pillow Zach on this project. I have had a ton of fun and had a really hard time keeping it to myself, but I did because I'm a professional. All right, let's change the background to signify, my growth as a human here and Honesty Hour. Hooah! There it is. There it is. All right, guys. Let's do it. Enough stalling. Enough stalling. Antheos30, thank you for that follow. Thanks for hanging out with us at Hyper RPG tonight. Let's get into it. All right. So, here's the basic premise. So, the Acquisitions Inc. metagame. Hey! Yeah. Thank you for that resub. Gorbchop7. 5 months. Excuse me. It wasn't a cake burp. It wasn't. I swear. All right. So basically the idea here for the Acquisitions Inc. metagame is we wanted to, of course, have a shared storytelling mechanism for playing, creating your own stories, having your own fun, but also interacting with the show. Now the C team will have its own way to participate while the show is live. But when the show is not live, hey! Ooh. That's a something. I don't know what that was. What was that noise? Thank you for the follow, I think. Anyways, so basically, we want to focus on the shared storytelling, which we think is really a huge part of what we love doing in general on all our shows. All our shows are about shared storytelling. We wanted to have the humor. That is a huge part of Acquisitions Inc. It's not just Dungeons and Dragons. It's Dungeons and Dragons with a weird corporate twist plus, it was a resub, plus just general weirdness and strangeness and funniness. We really wanted to allow, so like, you know, something we noticed is we really wanted to allow for individual and group play. We wanted people to be able to work on themselves, to express their own character, but also to participate in the group dynamics that can be really rewarding too, to be part of something bigger. And so basically, the way it will start out, when you join the game, you log in with your Discord information. This will be on one of our Stray Logic websites. So if you've participated in the Shadowrun Corporate War, or, you know, use Stray Logic for other stuff, hey, woo woo, Claws318, Claw318, thank you for that follow. Thanks for hanging out with us. So if you've played along and seen any of that stuff, it's going to live on the same sort of website, but it's going to be a little different. You log in with your Discord, and the first thing you get to do is make a character. So this is a streamlined D&D character creation, which is really cool. Actually, I got to play with the character generation today, like the tool itself, and it's super fun. So you get to, you know, of course, you get to choose what gender you are, whether it's male, female, non-binary, or none of your damn business, or whatever you want to choose. That's there, of course. You get to choose from a bunch of awesome D&D races, quite an extensive list as well. You also, of course, get to choose class and the organization that you're a part of. And that's going to be big, of course. And then you get to roll stats, and the stat roller is really cool. It's really satisfying in and of itself. You can also do a point-buy system. You can re-roll as many times as you want. The idea is not to force you to have any particular stats you don't want, but if you do want to randomize them, there is a way. Elaki says, so a mud. Yes, absolutely. I think there's totally a ton of mud influence on this game. It's old school meets new school, for sure. I would absolutely say that. So once you're logged in and playing, like, you basically have 3 essential options here to think about every time you log in. So each day, you get to choose between different actions, and those actions will differ and vary each day. So you won't ever really see the same thing twice. There'll always be something a little different. There'll always be something new to play around with, and different combinations of those things, which is really cool. So there's kind of 3 different ways to play along. There's sort of like solo play, so you can go on your own quests to improve your character sheet, earn XP and GP, gold, essentially. Why are we still talking about it? Let's do it! Claw, I agree, but it's not out. Actually, this won't go live. This game won't go live till next week. Yeah. So, hang on. This is just the explanation. This is just where we get through what the heck is this. When you play it, when you see it, when you play it, when you log in for the first time, it will click immediately. It really will. So solo play means going on quests and stuff, doing different things that improve your character. You gain experience points and gold, depending on, you know, if you succeed or not. And then you kind of have these options for what I would call PvP. Now, it's not ever going to kill your character. Your character is never in any truly mortal danger, but they may, you know, get disrespected. They might lose some status. So what that means is if someone wants to besmirch you, basically they get to talk some shit about your character, and well, they talk some shit about an organization, end up, you know, talking shit about a particular person, and basically they'll belittle, you know, their betters, besmirch their equals, and ridicule their inferiors. And basically, you're going to increase your own reputation, because there's 3 essential stats that you're going to be leveling: experience, gold, reputation. I think I left that out earlier. Reputation is going to be its own special sort of currency for unlocking cool things. I love that everyone is having like flashbacks to like their favorite old school games. That's awesome. This is definitely reminiscent of some of those. Now, Larry D843, thank you for that follow. All right, so you besmirch, and then you can resmirch. If someone ends up besmirching you, you get revenge. You resmirch, and then it's on. But now things are escalating. You can only resmirch if you've been besmirched, and then if you resmirch, you might end up in a duel. Basically, these duels will allow you to really settle things once and for all after your reputation has been wounded, is a big chance to gain a bunch of XP and reputation and put it all on the line. Now, yes, resmirch. Not resmirch, resmirch. Very important. And then we have raids. Yeah, and I'm afraid for everyone asking in chat, it is sub only for now. We need to have a way to track people, so we're tracking it through Discord so that we can, limit everyone to one account essentially. So that's kind of like our authentication. That's our way of not just like allowing a floodgate of people just making 1,000 characters. It's a way to manage things. So I do apologize if you aren't able to participate. Maybe we can find a workaround. I'm not sure. But this is all, at least initially, I can tell you. To Sage of Games, we are talking about a new Acquisitions Inc. metagame. It's a game you play along with the new Acquisitions Inc. C-Team show here on Hyper RPG. Now, for group actions, oh man, he's flipping the table. I know, Johnny Be Good. I feel you. I feel your pain. Now, what you can do here is a couple different things. You can potentially partake in raids that is aggressive actions taken towards other factions. And this is something, that you can do as just a single person, but it may not be very effective. Now, if you coordinate with your team, your raid can actually be really powerful because your opponents can also choose to defend their organization of choice. To be clear, I should probably let you guys know which organizations can you join even. That's probably important. So let's go through it real quick. We've got none other than the Acquisitions Inc., of course, that you all know and love. We've got Drawn Enterprises, essentially corporate evil. And we've got the Silver Sliver. They're like Crusaders, the Three Musketeers. They do good. These are the real good guys. And then we have the Six. The Six is pretty bad dudes, I would say. They've got some beef with Acquisitions Incorporated, and they're not afraid to stomp people who get in their way, essentially. So those are the 4 groups you can join. And they're going to have different specialties, different bonuses, different quests potentially available to them depending on who you choose, which is really cool. And also they have special ranks and titles. So another big thing is, you can earn special titles and ranks while playing the game. You can work your way up, from intern, sub-employee to like next Jeff for like Acquisitions Incorporated, stuff like that. So we have to join one of these groups or we can remain unaffiliated. You will have to join a group. You'll have to decide. You got to be affiliated in this one. Now, so then back to it. You can raid, you can defend, either way, you can choose to take a aggressive or non-aggressive action to help out your group. You can also choose to donate your gold to your group as well. So what that does, you're like, why would I do that? Well, couple different reasons. One, when you donate gold to your group, your reputation rises. Reputation can do kind of cool stuff for unlocking special things, like you can unlock cool things basically for your organization. You can even unlock like new merch. So like, who knows? I don't have all the final details on that, so I'm not going to go too far into it. But there's a lot of options with what you can do with reputation, and that kind of extends into stuff you can do in the real world, which is cool. And also, why would you want to donate gold to Drawn Enterprises? Well, because a big part of how this game is going to affect the show, the C team, is that basically whichever team has won by the end of like the sort of close of day on Thursday, whichever team has the most gold, whichever organization has the most gold, that will actually determine what kind of buff is affecting everyone in the episode. And this is like it's not all positive. It can twist the rules of the game a little bit. So for example, if Acquisitions Inc. is in control of the market, if they've got the most gold, then they might have a buff that reads something like mostly adequate. When a natural 10 is rolled, treat it as a critical hit. They're good at getting away with their moderate adequacy. So that is the basic premise here. Also, something that's going to be really cool as well is that you might see a special quest bot pop into chat, not during, potentially during the C team, potentially during other shows, random times, maybe just like a time that we're talking and hanging out, like right now. And it might drop a special link for like a one-time quest that will expire after a few uses. So there's going to be some like really cool stuff for people who are just hanging out to kind of reward them and keep you on your toes and keep new things happening everywhere. And you're like, well, how does this all work? Well, to not get into details, but the whole kind of idea for what we're doing here in a lot of ways is we've created all these procedural elements where we have all these different story threads gathered, like you could say, in these many different pools. So you know how Yojimbot determines your rank? That's how quest storylines will go. So we'll have all these different parts that will get fit together and we'll create all these weird little stories. So that way we can have crazy new adventures every single day, and we can always add to that and change that and make special events happen each week. So we have a lot. We have a lot of options. Okay, all right. So let me get to questions here. Is Monk one of the classes you can choose? Yes, Monk is a class you can choose. Turns out Monk is a class that one of the C team is playing. You guys may or may not know that. If Bard isn't a class, I will revolt. Yeah, I think we're essentially trying to cover the range of sort of the classic quintessential classes. So you'll see a lot of familiar names like Bard, Barbarian, Fighter, all that good stuff. All that good stuff will be there. All right. I think I actually covered everything. Rai, why would people pick any class other than the Bard? I don't know. They're free to express themselves however they want. Maybe they have different opinions, values, desires than yourself. Maybe. Yes. All right. Cupcake therapy is back. We got it. Excellent. 5th edition. Thank you, Pillowzak. D&D, to be specific. Is the system that they are using on the C team. New metagame sounds super fun. Cool. Awesome. I'm really glad to hear that. I'm really excited to see what you guys do with it and what you discover, what you break. I don't know. That will be fun too, right? Like someone's always going to find a way to break your game, right? So we'll see what happens. I don't think you can be a kobold, though. I don't think you can be a kobold. That's the truth. So the whole idea, though, in a nutshell, is that we want to have something that you can play every single day and have it affect the C Team show, the Acquisition Incorporated show on Hyper RPG, and we have more plans. This is just the basic rollout. Believe me, there are many more ways that I want this metagame to interact with the show. But this is where we're starting at, and it's just going to keep growing. The whole point is that the great thing about this is that, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I won't have to do any GMing, which is actually really convenient for me. So I'll do, work on adding new quests and new features to the game, but I won't have to manage all the nitty-gritty interactions. Everything will be handled by the game itself. It's like, it's an actual game. If you could just play this game, potentially, and never even know that it's connected to the C team and Acquisitions Inc., and you would still probably have a really great time, because it's a kind of a classic formula with Acquisitions Inc. Humor and stuff. Yes, it will be on a new Stray Logic page, and it will also be something you can find on the Acquisitions Inc. website as well. Yes. Yep. All right. We got any other questions? I know for a fact that Jerry is stoked about this. Heck yeah. I've had some really awesome conversations with Jerry when we were designing this, and Jerry, his enthusiasm was so amazing. Like, so inspiring to work with him. Super positive, super fun. Hey, thank you for 6 more months. Firefly says, Firefly bug. Oh, but for 12 months though. Whoa, way to go. Testament Doom says, Rye the dishonest guy. Oh no. Uh-oh. What have I done? What did I do? Sweet. So that's the basic premise, guys. If you have other questions about all the awesome stuff that we're doing with Acquisitions Inc., of course, let me remind you, the premiere is next week, Thursday at 3:30 Pacific time. Pacific time, to be specific. I'm out of cake. Bleh. Will Discord accounts automatically link to the new server? If not, will we be able to pre-create the account? Essentially, you should be able to log in using your current Discord credentials, as far as my understanding. Pilizak might know better than me, but that is my current understanding of how the login is, so it should be super easy. Just use the same information you've been using to get into Discord to get into this Stray Logic game. Ooh, Lackey says, can our characters in this metagame ever be merchants, like sell equipment or weapons to each other? What if you could make weapons? Just a question, just a thought. Devil Crane asks, why do I not have cake? It's probably like readily accessible in your region, so it's probably just a personal choice if I had to guess. Okay, Rai, ready for other questions? Sure, why not? There we go, Pilizak confirming it. Yes, you may log in based on your Discord account, so it's super easy. Yep. Could not be any easier. Guys, it is going to be a ton of fun. I'm super excited to share this with you guys. That's going to be premiering next week along with the C team. Get ready, y'all. Do you know which organizations you're going to join? That's what I want to know. Where's all my six? Where's all my Silver Sliver people? Like, I know there's going to be a lot of Acquisitions Inc. love, but where them Dryan Enterprises people at? Where you at? Can we be bakers in this metagame? Not yet. Who knows? And Mitch has taught me the most beautiful phrase. A couple even. Anything is possible in success. Even baking. Yep. I'm going Sliver. Okay, we got a Sliver. Crumpler, going Sliver. Ozai, that's an interesting idea. Yeah, we've done double op 4s before. I would definitely love to try it out as well. I think that'd be fun. I think that'd be really fun. I think the biggest issue you're going to find is not that it's 4 brains versus 1 or 4 brains versus 2, but it's 4 brains that have played Battletech for over a year now versus someone who may have never played Battletech. That's probably where the biggest issues come with making a balanced game for Death from Above. Ooh, Silver Sliver are the bad people. What? No, they're the good people. Mal, they're the good people. The Six are the bad people. The Drawn Enterprises are the bad people. Silver Sliver are the only good people because let's be honest, Acquisitions Incorporated, not really the good people. I'm pretty sure the biggest issue is Tyler can't roll higher than a 4. Yeah, if you guys could fix the dice so that we didn't have, people like Firecrow coming in here, rolling only ones, then maybe things would change. Yes. Current plans for the Shadowrun metagame. That's actually a really good question. So I don't have any specific details I can give you yet because like the Acquisitions Inc. metagame, turns out these things take time. They go through many stages. I don't want to lead you guys on or promise anything that's not going to happen till it's going to happen. So all I can tell you is that we're actually working on revamped Shadowrun interaction. What were the factions again? So we're working on revamping what we're doing with Shadowrun is basically the gist of it. We want it to be more fun for the performers. We want it to, allow the best for them and allow the best for you guys because we know some people really love how it works right now, but a lot of people just don't care, which is fine. It's not necessarily for everyone, but I think we can broaden the appeal a little bit. Mal's gonna join Full Robot Evil. Mal, what are you saying? I don't even know what you mean. I don't even know what you mean. Explain yourself, Robot Evil Man. He can't. He's Robot Evil. Anyways, so the 4 organizations you can play as of now, in the Acquisitions Inc. metagame are going to be Acquisitions Incorporated, Drawn Enterprises, the Silver Sliver, and the Six. Yeah, Tech Carrier. I do read the BattleTech forums. I do. And I take good ideas when they're there. They're not always there. What you'll find out is a lot of people who are really hardcore BattleTech fans want things for the show that wouldn't necessarily make it a good show. It would make it a really good game, but we're not in the business of making good games, usually, unless we're talking about the Acquisitions Inc. metagame, which is going to be dope. But most importantly, we want to put on good shows. Silver, Dragonborn, or Iron Golem? Now you're just naming like Dark Souls bosses. So I know nothing about the Acquisitions Incorporated, so choosing a group will be hard. Hey, I've got an idea, guys. You know what you can do? If you don't know nothing about the Acquisitions Incorporated metagame, we can fix that. Huh. Check it out, guys. There's this sweet website. So if you want to learn more about the Acquisitions Inc. world, here's the place to do it. It's just ac-inc.com. And you get this lovely website. So you're like, ooh, what's going on? Okay, I can play some videos. I can learn more about who they are. Oh, I can watch this sweet little trailer. And you'll see 3:30 Pacific time, guys. It's happening. And you can also get into past episodes, which is really cool. So you can check out all these past episodes and stuff, which are really great. I would recommend, if you want a really quick way to get a feel and understanding for what you've missed with Acquisitions Incorporated, I would watch all of the PAX animated intros that they've done in the last few years. Super helpful. Nice. Thank you for throwing that link up there in chat, Ozai. I appreciate that. Yes, and there are write-ups. Tell me more about the 6 people and why I should join them. Well, I don't know if I should be selling them, to be honest. But let's think about it. So the 6 are kind of evil. I mean, they're like definitely evil. Not majorly evil. They're like neutral evil, I think. So like they could be eviler. But yeah. They're bad. They're bad. But hey, you get to start with them with like a sweet title of like neophyte potentially. So if you want to be a neophyte of the 6, you could. They are kind of newer than the other organizations, which may or may not sway you. All right, Silver Sliver from Stump-O-Matic. There we go. 6 appears to be a cult. Nothing wrong with that, right? That's just par for the course. In Dungeons and Dragons, how many cults are there? Cults for Lich Kings, cults for dragons. Also the Blonde Cylons. Yeah. All right. Any more questions as this impromptu Q&A kind of comes to an end here? Get ready for Acquisitions Incorporated on Hyper RPG. Next week, 3:30, we meet the C team. They're awesome. In your opinion, are lycanthropes inherently evil? Ooh, that's a good question. No, of course not, because you can fall in love with them. Rai, any word on a new Hyper RPG trivia show? It was mentioned briefly around the X-Pack expansion pack announcement. Haven't heard anything since. I'm really looking forward to it. Yes, so I don't have a lot to say about that except for basically we really wanted to do that, but we haven't found the right host for it. A lot of people that we initially envisioned hosting that show are not available. They're busy. They're doing awesome things, which is cool. But that means they cannot host that show necessarily. I like this. Final Fantasy IX Masters torn between Drawn and the 6. Well, here's the difference. With like the 6, I feel like it's not personal. With Drawn, it's definitely personal. Drawn is like, if Acquisitions Inc. was like actually run well. Not to throw shade. Just saying. Just saying. Plus, werebears are good aligned. I am pro werebear. Werebear, if you didn't know, has the greatest flavor text of any Magic card. All right, we're getting way off topic here. Way off topic. I think it's time to call it a night. Thank you, everyone, for your questions, for hanging out. We kind of just dipped our toe in what the Acquisitions Inc. metagame is going to be. It's going to be a super rad adventure you can have every day, essentially. And also going to help you affect the C team, which is really sweet. But we'll have more on that as we unveil it properly next week. So I'm going to sign off. Are we doing a raid? Oh my God, I didn't even think about that. I like this idea. Let's see. What do we got? What do you guys think? Think we can find someone? Goobers is streaming? You know how I feel about Goobers. I want to make that man yell. He likes to yell.
It's an overhead setup that you've seen Shine do. So.
Oh, yeah, there he is. There he is. Guys. Yeah, let's raid Goobers. When was the last time we raided Goobers? Let's show him some love. I miss that guy. Let me see if... Guys, do you think I can remember how to do the command? Oh, he did it! The world's greatest! The world's greatest! All right, guys. Importantly... Oh, snap! We got a sub! That's not really the right sub music, but we like it anyways. Big Angry 911! Thank you! Oh, guys, wait! We should show Big Angry 911 our subscriber response. All right, hold the raid! Hold the raid! Hold the raid. Guys, there's so much sub hype. I love it. I love it. Big Angry 911, welcome to Hyper RPG. Thank you for hanging out with us today. We are just going over the latest and greatest with the new Acquisitions Incorporated show on Hyper RPG. And it's time. Let's see, can we do this right? Guys, I've never done this before. I never done it. Don't tell Big Angry. Also porcelain thighs. I think we should try this. There's something that's supposed to update on the screen, which I'm super aware of, so we got this. All right, get ready, guys. Raid gun's loaded, but first, let's try the subscriber thing out.
Subscriber.
Is it working? I don't know. Woo! Hey, we did the thing. That was our first proper subscriber response. Holy crap. Thank you, Bing Angry 911, for hanging out with us today. That was awesome. Now let's go do a raid. Let's go make some friends. Let's have a good time. All right, here we go. To the goobers. Get ready, guys. Get ready to host goobers. Here we go. Everyone got that? Everyone got that? Okay, I'm seeing it in chat. Copy, paste it, guys. All right, go, 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 go. Let's raid. Go, go, go. Raid, 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 raid.